But you know, for me, I'll tell you, poetry for the people has got a lot to do with June Jordan. You know, she put the book out. You know, you guys to me are the living book. That's the difference for me. You know, when it's poetry for the people, it means that it's not poetry for the puzzle meisters who like to get their tongue stuck in a book that's glued onto the shelf in a dust museum. It means rather that it's a living thing that's devoted to humanity. That's what poetry ought to be. It's the language of humanity.
I'd like to recite a poem for you called Poetically Speaking. Poetically speaking, I need to hear your ears speak to me. So let me know as I recite. Let me know that you have my full attention. Poetically speaking, I need to hear your ears speak to me. While I proceed to exhale these expressions, my intention is simply seeking to touch you. Paint visuals upon your minds with spoken words, engraving on your hearts something outliving symbols written on paper. This legit script refuses to quit, sparking up imaginations with a lyrical viewpoint. First, to remind myself, then to uplift and edutain you, the people. Poetically speaking, another poem is coming behind this one, like a wave waving greetings, brothers and sisters, and farewell. Poetically speaking is also hearing, knowing words are like a covering people wear over what's inside. There is where you abide, and no one else can see, yet perhaps may feel its truth. Poetically speaking, words can sometimes be real, like a true face manifested through action, a silent motion speaking of things relative to this life we live. Poetically speaking, man and woman are seeking the universal language, a main connection, a sentence of communication punctuated by truth and falsehood, truth and falsehood, truth and falsehood. Truth and falsehood can never occupy the same space, yet go to war in a sacred place known as the soul, with swords of tongue and pen as a weapon. And still you wonder who will win. But mankind should know by now. Poetically speaking, poetically speaking. So after all my verbalizing, I am finally getting to the main point of what I want to say to you tonight. And that is, I really appreciate your ears as well as your eyes, because they give my poetry and our poetry and your poetry a place to go. Many of you in here don't know me, so let me introduce myself to you and put it to you this way. I never knew no Auntie M or Uncle whatchamacallit from way back in Kansas or Nebraska. I'm a real soul sister. I never had a home swept up by a cyclone. Literally, that is, am I alone? Yes, no, sometimes, maybe so. I know I got a big, big family though, but my name's not Dorothy. Ain't no yellow brick road for me. Ain't no Toto, ain't no Scarecrow, ain't no Tin Man, ain't no lion keeping me company. Furthermore, my road ain't yellow, it's more like a rainbow, red, gold, black, and green. It rolls all up in the hills and way down, down in the valleys. My deep reality imagines like a child. Wakes up a wise woman's fantasy. And I got sense enough to know that just by closing my eyes and clicking the heels of another woman's shoes 3 times won't get me what I want, where I want to be, lead me to a place of peace and safety. So what is this symbolism in an illusion of a dark forest? My name's not Dorothy, ain't no witch on a broom chasing after me, ain't no munchkins, ain't no goblins, and sure ain't no Oz in my Emerald City. And if I should ever fear itself, I know that when I close my eyes and think of home, It means meditation with my third open eye. 3 in me multiplies. Mentally, physically, spiritually, I wave a wand of femininity and beauty. I never knew no good witch named Belinda, but I've got a queen in my life. I call her mother. And by the way, I have a sister named Brenda. So my name's not Dorothy. Ain't no yellow brick road for me. Ain't no Toto, ain't no Scarecrow, ain't no Tin Man, ain't no lion stepping this road with me, you see?